Hello there YouTube, it's the Supernatural Guy and I am bringing you some Monza gameplay on the F1 2012 game. I'm doing the Monza qualifying and the race, so let's hope this goes well. So I'm going to be talking about things that in my opinion are improved about the game, and I'll tell you now, the steering on the straights is a little bit oversensitive. In fact, I've got that braking spot completely wrong, and I've blown my lap time. So, I might want to get an instant replay, and because I completely snatched my brakes there. Can I go back further? Actually, it might be worth restarting the session, because my lap time is invalidated and I don't want that. I want to set a good lap. So too hard on the brakes there. So another thing, braking is extremely sensitive on this game as well. Everything is a lot more sensitive than the 2011 game. The steering is a lot more sensitive, the brakes are a lot more sensitive, and you can't get straight on the power on this game. Also, touching the curbs is a bit of a fatal flaw as well. You do that, you will go straight round. You know, we can touch them, we just can't overuse the curbs, so we get our braking perfect there, and we get on the throttle at the right moment. Now we take the short right hander, and again, as I said, the steering is also sensitive. You've got to be if you're using a controller, literally feather touch with the arrow buttons or the analog stick, whatever you use to steer, and that's not a bad first sector. So we're coming up to the first Lesmo, we take that pretty nicely. Coming up to the second, we break the 54, take a lot of curb, but we get away with it. Use a bit of DRS for the straight. And Hamilton's going quicker than he would notice, which isn't good, so we need to obviously make something of this second sector. We brake here, take a Scari. That isn't the best way to take a Scari. Neither's that, but there we go. We had a bit of a slide there, which isn't very good, but we use up the rest of the curves, and we brake here for the Parabolica, and you have to be oh so smooth on this, otherwise it will punish you. So the lap time overall, not bad, a 1:25.1, and that is just 1/1000th of a second off Lewis Hamilton. So yeah, like I said, the curbs are very sensitive, the car gets unsettled so easily, and that is, in my opinion, how it should be. It makes it a lot more of a realistic F1 racing experience. The AI as well seemed to be improved. I mean, I know on single player mode the AI had no problem on F1 2011, but as soon as it got to multiplayer, the AI became the ultimate bitches from hell that would wipe you off the track without so much of as a sideways glance. But on this game, the AI are a little bit more fun to race with, and I hope I can give you a bit of an example of that. So I'm starting on the front row of the grid with a 1:25.1, which is a 10th off of my best lap round here, which is a 1:25 dead. But I had to restart the session, so a bit of an ill-gotten lap, if I may say so, but now we do the race. Now, obviously you have to do your setup in qualifying, your main setup in qualifying, because park firmly conditions, but I think that's just something that you're limited to for the demo. So you got set of tyres there, we'll go with option tyres because it's a 5-lap race, and we'll go to the track.
Ready.
I'll state I'll state all the things I like about the game as they come up, and yeah, so this is literally a video where I just play it as it comes, give you a game review, and do, well, it's not really a professional review, it's just more of my personal review, and I give you some thoughts, and I do a race as well. So here I am rambling again. So we're starting second of the grid alongside Lewis Hamilton. Now the one thing it's so easy to do on this game is bog down, so DRS is always a good idea to use off the line, because in this game, unlike 2011, the AI will attack you at the start, and we're straight past Hamilton there. But if you'll see, the AI has improved its starts because they straight away come straight at you, as Hamilton does there. And Alonso also comes at me. But we make a good move and we stick to second. So the AI definitely a lot more fun in this game and a lot more enjoyable to battle. Now we're coming up to Hamilton. He's taking the inside. We're going to have to try and take the outside. We're side by side. And I have the braking spot there, although I cut the corner, nipped the corner a little bit. But then we're into the lead. So he might come back at us in the Lesmo. We'll cover him. I get that a little bit wrong. Right, he might come at me into the second Lesmo. We'll cover him again, but he's quite a way back at this point. So heading up to Ascari now is not one of my favourite parts of the track. Not gonna lie, I do not take Ascari that well at all. The AI difficulty is on the hardest it can be for the demo, so it's on hard. And oh, straight away we get on the curb. That unsettles the car a little bit. But like I said, the handling is a lot more realistic, and I'm going to sort of... The brake bias is a feature I have yet to try out, but I'm sure I will at some point. Hamilton again trying to have at me. I'll cover him off. And another good thing is that you can see your left mirror in this game, and you can see Hamilton is big in my mirror as he's going to have up the inside. I'm going to try and cover him, but I've got to give him space. And he might just have me here. No, he falls back in, which is the right thing to do because I will just give him the shot. So into the first chicane then, we're leading. And the AI seemed to brake quite early for that corner. So that's interesting. I don't know if that's just how they're made, but they did brake quite early there. And then, oh, again on the curbs. We've been a bit more careful. Now the rear brake bias makes the rear brakes a lot more sensitive. That's what I'm just trying out now. But it does make the brakes a little bit more. It makes them. It's basically you're braking at the rear first, and it can unsettle the car a bit, but it can make it go a little bit faster as well. Now Hamilton is right up my chuff again, and oh, we take a Ascari perfectly that time, and I need to actually stop that being so jumpy because it's the way I set this game, set it up to my controller that it keeps knocking the brake bias, so I will try and stop it from doing that as Hamilton gets ever closer. He's actually within the DRS zone. He's gonna. It's not a DRS point, so is he gonna have up the inside? I'll brake later again. But doesn't have up my inside, and Monza gets the fastest lap of the race on a 1:27. Mine's a 28.82. That 28.80, and that is quite disgraceful. It is. I do not know how I'm holding the lead at this point. That time is terrible. So try and get a fast lap here, and the sensitive steering getting a little bit better of me there. And that was a perfect entry to the second chicane. I could not have asked for a better entry there. Right, into the first Lesmo. Oh god, that's an outtake in itself. And taking the second Lesmo like a boss. Now we're in the DRS point. Hamilton's not close enough, so that I can breathe a bit of a sigh of relief, and I can just try and get on with my own lap here as I go into Ascari. Beautifully handled into the first part, not so beautifully handled into the second part, however. That was completely wrong. Use a bit of curves, and Hamilton's not going to be in the DRS point this time, so I think I am safe for now. Hold on the brakes. Oh, got the parabolic completely wrong. That's going to put Hamilton right in the DRS point. I'll use up some curves, and hopefully that'll be enough. And that is a much improved lap. 26.9. Hopefully that will give me the fastest lap of the race. Hamilton is just outside the DRS point, and that works for me. Yep.
Nice driving. That was the fastest lap of the race.
It calls me one, but my last name is Waters. I accidentally put my first name as Joe Waters and left my last name as one because your initial name was Player 1. I will read that after I've done this race, mate, but for now I am right in the middle of this, and we'll brake again for the chicane. Oh, that was a huge mistake.
We need to keep it clean so he doesn't get a chance to overtake.
That was a bit of a mistake there, but nothing major. I'm trying to do my first race without spinning here. Every race I've done here so far, I have spun out or made a stupid mistake, and Hamilton is now well within the DRS. He'll get it, but I don't think he'll catch. Oh, he's got it, he's got it. I'm going to cover the outside. I think that is enough to do. No, no, no. We've lost it in a big way.
It looks like you picked up some debris on the tyres.
And we lose that in a huge way. We'll make a huge mistake there, and that has cost me. I was too busy watching what Hamilton did, and the pressure got to me. So let's try and make up some positions now, because this pack is not going too quickly. In fact, this should play right in my hands. DRS for me. What, no DRS? I didn't get DRS right. Right behind my teammate Maldonado. I'm a little bit unsettled when it comes to him. And we passed quite a few cars there actually. Oh, we nearly touched Raikkonen, but we managed to pass him quite nicely. Penalty? No, that is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. That is something that I barely touched the guy. What? Right, anyway, we're going to pass Vettel now. That's not close enough. And that is just ridiculous, that is. I cannot believe that we got a penalty for that. I thought that was a fair, clean pass, and we're going to have Raikkonen try and come past us again. I do not believe I touched him that bad. I mean, oh, I've got DRS, but Raikkonen's got it too, and he's also got the inside of mine. I've got to give him space. Oh dear, the car. Badly unsettling there as I run completely off. Well, the last part of this video has been a fail, but I tried so hard. I will be doing another race. But yeah, this race has just gone to show how easy it is just to unsettle the car and end up spinning out. Yeah, so not overly great for me, but what position do we get after the penalty then? 18th. That is a fail. Oh well. That was a fun race to do nevertheless. Thank you for watching YouTube. I've been the Supernatural Guy.